Hi, I'm Tony Pasko, and today I'm going to demo the new Joe Walsh Double Classic pedal by Analog Alien. The new Joe Walsh Double Classic is a dual effects pedal designed specifically for Joe Walsh. This unique one-of-a-kind pedal combines two essential circuits, compressor and classic amp, which Joe uses both in his live performances and studio recordings. Let's take a closer look. The compressor allows you to control the dynamic range of your instrument. Unlike most stompbox compressors, this one is very natural sounding and musical, much more like a rack-mounted compressor found in a professional recording studio. The sensitivity control is similar to a threshold control. It allows you to make adjustments to the signal level at the input stage of the unit. This control comes in very handy if you are using a guitar with active pickups. Active pickups tend to have a hotter output than passive. By adjusting the sensitivity properly, the output level of your instrument can be controlled as to not distort the input of the compressor. The opposite is true if your guitar has passive or low output pickups. Raising the sensitivity control increases the input level, providing a stronger input signal, which the compressor needs in order to work properly. The output knob controls the level of the output signal from the compressor to the next effect in your signal chain. The ratio knob allows you to set the compression ratio. The range is adjustable from 2:1 to 10:1. The more you turn up the knob clockwise, the higher the compression ratio. There is also a soft knee feature built into the circuit. This means that the ratio will start low and then will increase in direct proportion to the amount that the signal exceeds the threshold. Everything from mild to fairly heavy compression settings are possible. The compressor is a very flexible circuit that sounds smooth and natural. You will be able to control the dynamic range of your guitar while simultaneously preserve its tonal character. The Classic Amp was designed to simulate the classic tube amps that Joe has used over the years. The sounds of these vintage amps is legendary and can be heard on countless recordings that Joe has made throughout his career. The controls on the classic tube amps are designed to be very simple and straightforward and to give you that true classic amp tone. The classic amp has a bass and treble control. The EQ curve is very smooth and versatile. You can dial in the right amount of mids and highs without making your guitar sound brittle, harsh, or muddy. The gain control is very versatile. At lower settings counterclockwise, there's very little or no gain at all introduced into the signal, so it cleans up beautifully. At this setting, your guitar will sound warm and full with no distortion. Keeping the gain control in this position will really allow you to experiment with the EQ settings. You can make some fine adjustments to your sound by simply experimenting with the bass and treble controls. Turning the gain control up clockwise introduces distortion. The distortion that the classic amp produces is not over the top, not like a fuzz box. The sound breaks up naturally while at the same time retaining much of its clarity. Turning up the gain will also give your guitar more drive and attitude. The output knob controls the level of output signal from the classic amp, very much like a master volume control on a vintage amplifier. The pre and post switch allows you to place the compressor before or after the classic amp in the signal chain. With the switch in the pre position, the compressor is placed before the classic amp. With the switch in the post up position, the compressor is placed after the classic amp in the signal chain. Experimentation is the key to unlocking the potential of the pre and post switch. Having the ability to place your compressor before or after your gain circuit allows for much more tonal flexibility. Thank you, Analog Alien, for recognizing the true genius of Joe Walsh and his guitar playing. He has been a huge influence on me and millions of other guitarists. It has been my great honor to demo this pedal for you today. For more information on the new Joe Walsh Double Classic signature pedal by Analog Alien, you can visit them on the web at analogalien.com.